In France, it's always the key of you have the president and you have the prime minister. And the prime minister is considered a bit of a fuse for the president. And when he wants to look like he's changing tack or that he's focusing on different issues, then he changes the prime minister. That's really the feeling now that with the change of Elisabeth Borne, she lasted about 20 months. It was a tough mandate for her. Just 23 to characterize, started with the pension reform that you just mentioned, Karen, that was extremely difficult. And it ended with an immigration law that was also quite controversial and created a lot of tension within Macron's party as well. So she escaped narrowly already in reshuffle back in July, where already after the pension reform, Emmanuel Macron was talking about a reset with the country. He talked about that again in his New Year's address and very much kind of indicating that a new prime minister was coming on board very soon. So now finally that tweet came last night after weeks of speculation thanking Elisabeth Borne for exemplary work. So now we have to wait and see who could be the next prime minister. The announcement was expected last night. It didn't come. They could be late this morning. Many names have been swirling around, including the defense minister, the interior minister. But the one name that seems to be having the lead since yesterday afternoon is Gabriel Attal, the 34-year-old education minister. That's a little bit of a surprise, but also he's one of the very first followers of Emmanuel Macron. He's had multiple positions within the government. He was spokesperson of the government during the pandemic. He was also budget minister. He's also very popular. A poll published in December showed that he was the preferred politician in France by this French public opinion poll. So we have to wait and see whether he's confirmed. But there are certainly some key challenges for Gabriel Attal if he is named prime minister. One, of course, the European election coming in June. So he would have to lead that campaign. And for the moment, the far right is in the lead in the polls for that election. That's also seen as a stepping stone ahead of the presidential in France in 27. Of course, the Paris Olympics this summer. He would have to name a new team. And the rumors are that a lot of the top names in the government could be leaving, including Bruno Le Maire, the economy and finance minister. We know that the rating agencies are watching France very closely, and Le Maire is a name that they know, that the markets know. So that would be a big change because Le Maire has been in place since the very beginning of the first mandate of Emmanuel Macron. And of course, the one key challenge is that the new prime minister will still be in minority in parliament. That's really been the key. One of the key criticism against Elisabeth Borne is that she didn't manage to reach out to some of the MPs of the centre-right and centre-left enough to get enough support for some of the reforms that they want to lead. So there really was a question of whether this new PM could carry forward some new reforms, whether we're stuck in the same way.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.